Hello and welcome everybody back to the League of Ungentlemanly Warfare, playing Anno 1800. Kebablord here, and well, this let's play is getting bigger and bigger, as is the new capital, as is new Kebab Town. I'm really proud to see how it's all developing. Yeah, really looking glorious so far, and I guess until Lands of Lion comes out as a DLC, we are going to have here all that space used. We might need more little museums and stuff like that. We will create here Museum Island. I mean, I want this as a botanical garden island, definitely. And yeah, it is very likely that in the future we have to move the industry away, especially those that take a lot of space, like the lumberjacks. Our little timber production. Oh yeah, how much gas do we have left? 179, so we are halfway worn out of what we wanted. I need more airships.
Drops are spinning.
I might be a bit obsessed with the airships in the game, but having an entire trade fleet consisting solely of them in the end is, in my opinion, a worthy endeavor. Okay, so, unfortunately we increased our basic consumptions, like bread and so on, way too much. Also sewing machines. So what I have to do now is, of course, getting a few more engineers.
It's all right, this, isn't it?
So many engineers, so many investors, so much going well.
Life here is a wonder.
Life here is a wonder. You're happy and you don't have a church.
The festival has ended.
They need a university. I might have to integrate one for now here.
Strangled by serpent.
So many pirate hunts, rescue missions, and whatever.
Don't come with doubts. Too many lie out there.
Yeah, assigned ship, you are getting the one Veen, of course.
No bitter end in sight.
We're in the presence of a virtuoso.
Why am I even trying to start something new? So, thank you. Can I now try
Let's
again?
extend the
Yeah,
old
nice.
telescope.
So, fossil 30, 25, 30, so 58. Now a bit more, and also some medicine. Even more medicine and some diplomacy. Here we get now our naval power. Naval power 50, 60. Yeah, that is now definitely enough. Okay, crafting. Crafting always has the potential to be interesting.
had their fun. Let's have ours.
Yeah, can you just wait for now? Thank you. Crafting 50. Crafting 50, force 15. François Thorn. So now we have crafting 100. Start expedition. So, you want us to have some fun, yeah, dear investor?
They'd go for a song at auction. We need to invest now. The impact of a meteor.
Okay, that should work. We just need to make sure that we send the ship again to the south and don't forget to send it back. So, you want fried plantains?
Can't it be faster?
And tortillas. Okay, the new word. We definitely have a resting ship here, right? Yes. So you will go to Cape Trelawney, as well as I will, to get even more engineers.
Oppressor. May we see these shores again.
Now we need again more sewing machines. So which goods do you need in order to upgrade? Yeah. Glasses. Oh, I hate glasses so much.
I don't forgive or forget.
Oh, disappointed in my failure, yeah. So much going on because I'm so concentrated on building. Maybe I should focus a bit more on quests. Okay, so penny farthings will not be enough anymore.
New
But in
expedition,
return, we
Admiral.
will get the goods that we need in order to upgrade our people. So, pocket watches is still too easy for us. We are still overproducing. We are overproducing gramophones. Basically saying that I can get rid of our gramophone production, at least our active one.
Not too many changes, I hope.
Which of course frees up more brass just for future productions. Yep. But we cannot keep up with the amount of gold that we need. Oh. Issues for which we can try to find a solution at a later point. So... occasionally produces extra oil. Well, I guess we don't need that, really need that anymore. Fex champagne cellar and rum distillery.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Clockmakers and jewelers. Well, that one here is already full, right? So we can't put it in there. Okay,
Perhaps it's time you met our Davy Jones. I'd almost believe you weren't a royalist.
Yeah, almost, because I actually am not. I hate the Queen. I thought that is something that we already established in the past, my darling. So, for more light bulbs, I mean... we have a consumption of 18.
Capital.
I will hate myself a little bit for that, but... the amount of buildings is now more important. Yeah, okay, So if you also save glasses on their side... we got plenty to upgrade.
The pendulum swings between contentment and
I feel.
So, let's see what we can put in here to make the people more happy.
Ship constructed.
Residents provide bonus income, yeah, that is nice. I also need stuff that makes them actively happy. So, there's another item that I can put in there. So there's also a bit more income, though income, well, we know what it is with the money. So you get free rum. What else will you get? More happiness.
My analysis is positive.
Good, so now we got even a few more town halls. I can already say that, should we go for more attractiveness rating by town halls for this? It might be profitable. I prefer the additional sockets. So what are we going to do here? Attractiveness or less consumption? So, we don't have a range yet for that big production increase.
No space left here.
But we can artificially reach that here.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
So they can now in theory go to plus 300%. We are producing definitely more than enough quartz sand. Yeah, 78, so we can now get rid of those. Still way more than enough.
We can move on this. Right path.
So you have the deliveries that we need for this World's Fair expedition. We might actually need also a bit more farmer workforce, but we might also be in need of more electricity, as it seems. Am I going to fully supply the palace? Yeah, I guess I'm going to fully supply the palace. Not yet fully supplying the World Fair though, but well, so that is going to be so insane having all these investors. And they don't even need that much. That is the interesting part. Okay, I completely killed our quartz and quartz and logistics. How many of those do we actually have left? 4. Yeah, that should actually be sufficient.
Good captains respect the sea.
Yeah, and good captains don't annoy the people who give them the money for the expedition, but hey. Respect to what stakeholders is overestimated, right? So the amount of investors living per house has been heavily reduced because of glasses, coffee, and so on. If we would go for coffee, how much would we need? Yeah, how about no?
Slick
Not going to
work.
happen anytime soon. And let me guess, we are now also not producing enough champagne anymore. Oh, we actually are. So.
That's it.
Now the exhibition can get the wares it wants.
It's our human rights.
Yeah, and we still have quite some gas in storage, so that is not the issue. Oh, and here there are also still some road connections
have the
missing to
devil to
that
pay.
side.
Hope you're feeling resourceful.
A crack in the hull? Well, we are very good prepared for that. Yeah, my crew has a solution for everything, that is true. By the way, I can already start supplying the entire city with electricity. It actually would not hurt much.
I hereby inaugurate this cooperative.
Yeah, that works. If we get another power plant here. So that will work. Here we are going to place some palace wings. And the normal sorry. Normal supply for people. Well, there's an entire area not covered. Yep. We are going for one here.
Ship constructed.
So now the entire city has electricity. Well, aside from here, but that is a little bit outskirt territory. So we got 182 wood again, or timber. And we don't even need the additional iron ore anymore, so iron ore anymore, yeah, that even rhymes. Hey,
It's shallow, but
okay,
some
you need
luxury
nothing for
wouldn't
further
hurt.
further upgrades. Can get here a few more artisan houses. So here I can make sure that we get a bit more timber, not tinder. Tinder was weird. Yeah, right. Supply so that we can increase the size of the city. Giving us even more influence, allowing us to settle on other islands. Yeah, I already see it coming. Getting all that lumberjack production. And everything else to other islands. Maybe even our agriculture, so that we have simply way more space available to build our city. Because it's getting way larger than I originally anticipated, and don't forget we have to build the entire museums, botanical gardens and stuff. By the way, for the botanical garden, what else do we have here? We have Enchanted 1, Enchanted 2. That's only one garden.
Untold perils.
Untold perils? Another parasite. Well, it can be treated. So, and here we will have to change a little bit.
Exhibits under wraps. Show me the proceeds. You've got the credentials.
Unveil the rewards. Sheet music, Anno 2070. Enchanted at Near East, that's looking good. Yeah, this is actually where the next gate will be. What? Remove street or ornament blocking gateway. But apparently I'm getting that everywhere. Weird.
I feel it reflects the times.
Oh, I was waiting for you already. Utterly hopeless because the cold tortilla does not have beer. Tombola and so on are also running out of resources. Weird. And please excuse me for a few seconds, I have to close the window because apparently there are little children playing out there directly in front of my flat. Yeah, because we don't have special areas for that. Be right back. And this is just quicker for me than making a cut. But yeah, that is one of the downsides of Corona, that the children are not allowed to go to the designated areas, but so they just play in groups in front of the windows of everyone else. So same infection risk, but even more annoying. So that does not really help here. Good. Yeah, the question is, what else are we going to do? I mean, we could now slowly start streamlining the other islands of the New World to get the rest of the production. As I said, slowly. Question is, do I even want that? I mean, when I'm taking a look here at the Coffee Island, this is going to be a major pain in the ass to do. By the way, how much chocolate are you now producing here? 13. That is actually quite a lot.
Ship constructed.
Our production of fried plantains can still not keep up.
I wouldn't call these lean yet.
So, Tombola is not getting enough food. Well, we can actually get rid of several of those.
I am thankful for what you have achieved.
No more space here.
We are out of room. We are on the right track.
Could just demolish a part of the city. Question is, do I want to? Because, well, why? Streamlining that will be, again, major pain in the ass. Somehow, I actually have to get rid of this city here. I don't want to get rid of a big museum and so on. They're so nice. Yes, I know that makes me now just effectively doing nothing. Just like, I'm unsure what to do next. So, but first we get more engineers. That is nice. And we have a big lag of steel beams.
Stores are inundated.
Oh, something is happening during the
mark
pirate
of
hunt.
dread upon us.
Apostasy. The crew needs some common ground.
The people celebrate
Really?
your leadership.
Faith? Well, apparently it worked, so there is that.
The Melia is merely ordinary.
But yeah, actually, that will be a radical step. But it would do the trick. I will get rid of Kebab Town. And streamline everything that we have here.
There's no
Remove
space
most
for
of the
anyone.
industry. Carry stuff over. But first I'm going to move the industry of Cape Trelawney to other islands, so that I get more space available for building a city. Now we need to know which islands are going for what.
No space left here. I'll do.
I mean, this island here would be great for production of agriculture. Not really industry, just agriculture. And at that point, this will be our industry island. Yeah, we are going to build several trade unions to give electricity to nearby buildings. Oh, I will hate myself so much for that, but yeah, I think it will be necessary.
You steam ahead. Go on, mate. Didn't take you for James.
So that one here is connected to the entire pool. That one here is not. But will be, and that allows for more people to be upgraded. Here we will now get also more farmers. And even here. We're getting so much workforce through additional islands, through these small islands, that we can upgrade so many farmer houses. We might actually one day reach a point where we don't need any farmer houses at all. Good thing that we now have the influence for that, but yeah, that will be
Untold.
I now finally have a plan for the future of the series.
Wild things pursue us.
A Grizzly Encounter. Well, we are going to kill it. Attack the bear, blocking away. So, yeah, that was not really a challenge. That's what happens. That is all the amount of farmer houses that we need at the moment here. To supply the agriculture for the entire city. Just consider the amount of farmer houses that we needed before, and now it's just this little rest. And the Bright Harvest DLC had so much effect on that. I'm really looking forward. Yeah, we will have an animal island, an agricultural island. When in doubt, I will try to get the items with the right fertility, though for most fertilities we might already have one. I mean, potatoes, grain and red pepper, that is most of the stuff that we need. It's okay if we keep here hop farms.
A renowned personage has arrived.
Hop farms can, when in doubt, also go here, and we even get here more coal deposits. Oh, Joseph Beaumont. He sounds quite useful, actually. So, supplied with champagne, a private pocket watches and jewelry. So, Joseph.
How shrewd.
So, here, get your cigars. Yeah, I need to devise a plan on how exactly I'm going for that. Oh, here we have also a single copper deposit. That's good to know.
Die voller die.
Oh, you guys cannot upgrade because you lack a school. Well, that's something we can surely help with, right? It's just the city is growing in so many steps. I mean, okay, the amount of people living here is being reduced.
Just about.
Since there are simply not... Well, there are only 10 investors living in one house, so... Oh, that is an incredibly low number. If I would now also stop with champagne, we would have only 8 people because they live there because of the electricity. And if we manage to somehow supply them with everything, then it would be such a surge. Oh, cool. Do we get a riot somewhere? I don't see the UI icon for riots. Oh, there. Well then, if you want a riot, here I have a police station. Oh, it's already been taken care of. Yeah, my strategy is now to upgrade to as many investors as possible, get all the influence, reduce the amount of investors. To as low as possible. I mean, again, money has no meaning for me anymore. They are still getting a bit luxury because of overproduction of gramophones, they get the members club, so there's always at least a basis for them to be happy. That makes the game so easy. So, fire cannons at a pirate ship.
Look what blew up the blowhole.
Reward discovered. Yeah, thank you for all the gold. And maybe we'll get the population to up to 200 or 300,000 in the near future.
Not too many changes, I hope.
Because for now, I actually think it's a good plan that we are having here. Though it will most likely make the city look bigger than it actually is. Oh. Also up there, what is it with all the lumberjacks rioting? The city just works. I know that I'm being very cheesy with deactivating everything for the investors.
I still don't trust you.
And the good thing is, even with only that, I'm getting so much money from them. Well, electricity doesn't give money, but the members club does, and the bank does. So I could actually get rid of nearly overproduction, only have investor houses. It's funny because it works. So, and of course I need to wait here now until we have more steel beams. So, what are we going to do in the meantime? I guess we can go for archaeology and ethnography. Oh! I don't have enough investors anymore. I mean, I know that it was having a strong effect, but well, okay, then we have only 9,000, can't go for the maximum anymore. That means we need over 1,000 investor houses, but I don't see us not achieving that. Just give me more steel beams. So, time to value trade. Buy steel beams, thank you. And maybe also create our own steel beam production. Yeah, it's basically the entire lumberjack industry rioting. I can see that now. So about building materials, now 5 of them per minute, that is okay. But what I really have to reactivate is our gas. Meaning now the last airship orders have to be made.
A great moment for all of us.
Oh, expedition returns already.
Opens.
Is there anything interesting?
An explosion
maps.
in one of your factories.
That one hurts. I hoped everything would be under control.
The fire has been vanquished.
Cargo boat at the
But I
ready.
can't believe that my plan is most likely going to work. It's just retarded, but hey. So, Zoological Expedition, Hunting, Medicine, Diplomacy, yeah, assigned ship. Can be
I'll never
S1
get
Veen.
seasick.
So, Town Hall, yes, we need medicine. Even more medicine. Diplomacy. Faith and diplomacy. Faith and diplomacy. Even if faith is not listed there, I'm pretty sure we are going to get that. Hunting 45. Hunting 20 is too weak if you ask me. Yep, start the expedition. And we now got 80 steel beams already.
I feel a certain joie de... A disgrace!
You're unhappy because of pollution? But you get luxury +7. Ah, now it's getting better, yeah. Your people dislike
Lovely
pollution.
day for seafront perambulate.
Let me guess, it is because of the oil power plant, because here...
Why aren't the
Or is it just citywide? Yeah, it's
to the edge of the world?
an island-wide value, so we have to move all these industry away. At least we don't have as many slaughterhouses.
The festival has ended.
And we now get even more investor houses, and I'm pretty sure their numbers are reducing. Very slowly, but steadily, until we are at 8 per house. Yeah, but once those districts are investors as well, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. So... the question is, what are we going to use as a thumbnail? Because we haven't been as productive as we could have been. So, we apparently need more piers for all our airships. And that situation is only going to get worse. Oh, one day we will also build a beautiful harbor. Moving all those piers in part away to other areas. Oh yeah, they're reducing their numbers already.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Still, what shall be our thumbnail? I don't know. I don't know, I don't know, I don't know.
These fabled lands exist after
Yeah,
all.
that will be our thumbnail. So, a new expedition available. Oh, zoological with 3 scouts. That is going to be interesting. But yeah, we have devised an ambitious plan. We are going to do it. And once that is done, and we have moved over the industry, we are going to get rid of old Kebab Town. As problematic as it sounds, but well, it will also clean up so many of our trade routes here. This is all just not working. Yeah, and in the old world we will then mainly get our building materials and so on, but and raw materials, but industry will mainly be in Cape Trelawney. And maybe we will return one day. I will leave the museum and the zoo standing and stuff like that, but the amount of investors is going to move away. The industry is going to move away. Everything is going to move away. So, what is with all of you?
Stations!
You can go to Cape Trelawney. So, as always, I hope you liked this episode.
Is a magnet for
If
genius.
yes, please consider giving it a thumbs up. It's always a great feedback for me. And yeah, if you have any questions, feedback or whatsoever, then just type it down in the comments. I will make sure to read it and maybe I will even answer it. We will see. And Yeah, if you want to get in touch with me directly or with the community, then join our community Discord, and the invitation link for that is hidden in the video description below the video. And if you want to get notified when I upload the next episodes, for example, when we will take our new plan to fruition, then, well, make sure that notifications are activated and that you are subscribed to the channel, because otherwise, well, you might miss out on something. Now with that, we are going to wrap up. I bid you all a nice time, and see you probably in the next episode. Bye bye!